For anyone who's ever played Sonic Forces, you're probably familiar with this scene.
That should have done it. I couldn't figure it out for you, buddy. I'm sorry I wasn't smart enough. Huh? Whoa! Chaos! Sonic, help me!
Tails cowers in a corner, which is a far cry from the performance we've seen from him saving Station Square.
Hey! I did it! You saved the day! You're the best!
I did it all by myself!
Sure, different iterations of Tails are more useless than others, but he has been pretty useless before. The same goes for others. How much did Knuckles actually accomplish when he was the leader of the Resistance in Sonic Forces?
Its forces have chewed through our defenses at Green Hill, and the Resistance in the city is reporting that whatever it is that finished Sonic... Sorry, I'm still not...
I gotta stop picking on Sonic Forces. If you weren't one of the 3 playable characters in that game, you might as well have just not been there. Still, Knuckles hasn't contributed much in a while, but there are a ton of Sonic games with piss-poor writing. Surely Mario's friends are always useful. The Mario games barely have any writing as it is. Well, I know of some pretty useless Mario characters too. I'm gonna be taking a deep dive into figuring out which franchise has the most useless friend. The overall most useless friend will do. Not characters like Froggy, but a Toad or Cream the Rabbit would fit the bill. We also need to have a definition for friend. Guys like Chris Thorndike are considered friends, but someone like Nabbit, I'm not considering. Also, Chris was an example. I'm not using TV shows or comics because that is a rabbit hole I refuse to touch with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, in general, if they're expected to work with Sonic or Mario, they're A-okay. I say expected to work with them because Eggman has occasionally helped Sonic.
Solara's flung the Chaos Emeralds to the distant corners of this distorted world.
To collect them all in time, we'll have to split up.
But his ass isn't a friend, come on. That being said, I'm starting off with the Mario series. Who's Mario's most useless friend? Now, I get it. Toad is pretty annoying, always screaming Mario's name and making weird noises. Also, repeatedly telling us we're in the wrong castle is pretty damn annoying too. Can you just point us in the right direction? But is he useless? I'm not so sure. Toad has been a playable character more than once, usually just to add to a roster, but still, he contributes just as much as anyone else in those games. Toad also sells and or gives merchandise to the player, or gives helpful hints in multiple games. Toad is definitely not useless. Okay, Toad is always telling us about Peach. So what about Peach then? Listen, I won't tolerate any Peach slander. She's very often seen being kidnapped and used as a personal rescue. But she puts in some fucking work. Often a playable character, and the movies have her kicking ass too.
Finish this, you're coming with me. Watch and learn.
Switching off Peach, what about Pauline? Mario really has his work cut out for him with how many women get kidnapped. Good lord. Pauline is pretty useless at times. She's teamed up with Donkey Kong for some minor schemes, but she's usually the person to save against Donkey Kong, especially in the first game. But she has stuck around for some sports, and the biggest part of her character is being a jazz singer and the mayor of New Donk City at the same time. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean she's totally useful. I mean, she's so obscure for so long, but she was probably off getting a career in politics going. I respect that. Nah, I know who's definitely the most useless Mario character. It's Daisy for sure. I really went from woman to woman here, but look, I'm defending the other two. Daisy has only ever participated in Mario Bros. Wonder. That's it. So she finally felt like participating, huh? Daisy loves to appear in Mario Party and have fun. Mario Kart, Mario sports games, Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games, fucking Smash Bros. Daisy is always down for a good time playing soccer, golf, or just a board game with friends. But when it comes to actual trouble in the Mushroom Kingdom, Daisy is nowhere to be seen. Probably off on a private island with a margarita. You know, because she's rich. I mean, I know she's busy in Sarasa Land, but word's gotta travel. Bowser ought to start kidnapping her instead. Give Peach a damn break already. Alright, we've gotten the most useless character in Mario. Let's go take a look at the Sonic franchise. Who's Sonic's most useless friend? Sonic has a large cast of friends. Many of them are useful until they're not. Let's say Knuckles, for example. Knuckles has done plenty of useful stuff in the past, like helping bring together the Master Emerald in Adventure 2, and using it to turn off the Chaos Emeralds.
Servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds!
But he's also been just about the most useless character I've ever seen. Sonic Generations has him sidelined hard. Granted, everyone was sidelined in that game. So to get things started off with someone who's actually useless, or rather, called useless, let's look at Big the Cat. Big the Cat is known for holding the player at gunpoint while he forces you to fish. In Sonic Adventure, fishing is his whole gameplay style. Him finding Froggy was essential to the story in getting the last Chaos Emerald for both Chaos and Sonic to use. But that's all he contributed. Every other character did exactly that and more. He did sort of fight Chaos once, but all he did was fish Froggy out of there and dip. Kinda king shit, actually, I'm not gonna lie. So he's the most useless character in Sonic Adventure. But that's not exactly useless. Plus he helped out in Sonic Heroes, only as much as anyone else helped out, but still. So Big is pretty worthless. But I have to look at a couple other characters to be sure. Times like this, I really wish I could say Chris or Antoine. Anyway, moving along, how about Princess Elise? She saved Sonic with a kiss. But like, Amy was standing right there. I bet she could have pulled off the same shit.
Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
Besides that, all she adds to the story is being a vessel for Iblis and being carried by Sonic. Now, I don't like calling her useless, and she's such a big character in the story, but like, come on, what does she actually add? The story would have been the same if Iblis was trapped in the blue Chaos Emerald and Sonic wanted to keep it out of Eggman's hands. Forget about Elise. Useless? Yes. But she also played the role she was given in 06, and kissing Sonic did contribute a tiny bit more than Big did in Sonic Adventure. Plus, she brought the Chaos Emerald to the characters just like Big did, just without the fishing. Besides that, every character has some purpose at some point, even if their purposes have largely been gone in recent games. Don't even get me started on forces. So I'm definitely giving it to Big. He usually just makes cameos these days, or wonders how he keeps ending up in these messes, like in Shadow Generations.
Your name's Shadow, isn't it? Have you seen my good buddy, Froggy? Hey there.
So, which character has the most useless friend? Mario or Sonic? I'm giving it to Mario. Daisy does fuck all 90% of the time. Her one good moment in Mario Wonder is overshadowed by Big's performance in Heroes, even if he did as much as anyone else in that game. You throw Adventure on top of that, and it's game over for Daisy. Daisy, maybe it's time to participate a little bit more. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by summer for my birthday, but the sooner the better. And be sure to vote for the next video. The poll's gonna come out soon. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. See you next time.